Family Guy takes no prisoners, but they especially love picking on these celebrities. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities most often made fun of on Family Guy.
You are the anchor that gives my spirit license to soar.
For this list, we're looking at various celebrities who are often the subject of ridicule and parody on Family Guy. To be eligible, the show must directly address their real public personas and/or acting performances. So Adam West will not be included, as he plays a highly fictionalized alternate dimension version with no connection to his real-world self.
Give me back my family.
Get off me!
I want my family back.
Number 10. Kiss. Kiss plays a small role in the Family Guy canon, as Lois dated Gene Simmons before he was famous. They clearly still have some sort of connection, as seen in Don't Make Me Over, when Gene uncoils his hilariously long tongue and says hello to Lois.
Oh my. Hi, Gene. I didn't know you were here.
All right. Keep it in your mouth, rockstar.
They do, however, play a major role in 2002's episode Road to Europe, where Ace Frehley is portrayed as a bumbling doofus, and Peter argues that no one wants to dress like Peter Criss.
No one wants to be Peter Criss, Lois, not even Peter Criss.
And who can forget the iconic fictional TV show Kiss Saves Santa, where the band is portrayed as corny sellouts reduced to doing a stupid Christmas movie.
Someone stole Santa? That does not rock!
Easy, Gene. Guys, let's go save Christmas.
Then again, it doesn't get much cornier than Kiss. Number 9. Justin Bieber. Once upon a time, it was really cool to make fun of Justin Bieber, and Family Guy definitely jumped on that bandwagon. His biggest appearance is in season 11's Lois Comes Out of Her Shell, when she attends his concert.
I know, he's perfect. He's like a boy and a girl.
A woman in the audience talks about his gender-fluid appeal, and once Peter takes over on stage, he presents Conway Twitty with an old-school Bieber haircut.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Bieber.
In another instance, a futuristic elderly Stewie comments on Bieber and Katy Perry being real music in a hilarious jab at misaimed nostalgia.
Stupid younger generation. Back in my day, we had Katy Perry, Justin Bieber. That was real music.
Bieber is later described in An App a Day as a celebrity that became successful despite exposing himself. And finally, in the song Thank the Whites, Peter states that the Biebs talks and dresses like he's black.
We gave you Eminem and Justin Bieber too, even though they dress and try to talk like you.
Number 8. John Travolta. If there's one thing Family Guy desperately wants us to know, it's that John Travolta is a closeted homosexual. The first jab comes in Petergeist, when a cutaway shows Travolta getting confused during his wedding vows and mentioning wife Kelly Preston's penis.
I'm gonna do stuff to her too, like touch her? Yeah, touch her and kiss her and touch her penis. I mean, no, not that.
In Mr. and Mrs. Stewie, Peter grows incensed over Lois buying twin beds and compares their sexless sleeping arrangement to that of Travolta and Preston.
Lois, if God wanted me to not sleep with my wife, he would have made me John Travolta.
In Big Fat, Quagmire procures Travolta's private plane after catching him sleeping with someone other than Preston.
How'd you swing that, Quagmire?
Well, let's just say I walked in on John Travolta with not Kelly Preston.
And finally, a cutaway in Peter's Def Jam shows Travolta as a pilot, encouraging his passengers to come out of the closet. Does Seth MacFarlane know something we don't?
This is your captain speaking. We have reached our cruising altitude. It is now safe to take off your wigs and be gay.
Number 7. John Goodman. Like John Travolta, a majority of the jabs aimed at John Goodman target a specific area, in this case, his weight. Perhaps the most famous crack on Goodman is the cutaway that shows him eating an entire Thanksgiving dinner by himself while his emaciated family looks on.
I told you, when I'm finished, you can have what's left.
There won't be any left. There's never any left.
During a restaurant conversation, Stewie pressures Jillian to purge after a meal by comparing her meaty body to Goodman's, along with Reuben Studdard and Santa.
Just saying you look jolly, like Reuben Studdard, or John Goodman, or Santa.
Oh my God. Are you saying I'm fat?
No, I'm saying Santa's thin. Get in there and throw up!
We also see John grow concerned after hearing his heartbeat, which he mistakes for a boob stomach.
I don't know about any of that, but I think I should eat something.
But a particularly vicious double dig occurs in Hot Shots, as Goodman is told his EKG reading spells out pancakes before needing a pair of horses to help him walk. It's mean-spirited as hell, but what do you expect? This is Family Guy.
I'm recommending you go on a strict diet immediately.
Nope. Horses that make it look like I can walk? Take me to Hollywood.
Number 6. Coldplay. Family Guy's writers and producers clearly are not touched by Coldplay's music. In one hilarious cutaway, Peter is kicked out of the band after suggesting they change up their signature style.
Guys, I got an idea. How about we do a song that's not whiny bullshit?
In Valentine's Day in Quahog, Meg's date confidently states his opinion of Coldplay in reference to his own personal style.
Do you like Coldplay?
Am I a dull white guy? Yes, I like Coldplay.
The writers also take a dig at their overly sentimental music, as clocks can be heard playing during a cliché fictional movie about a busy corporate woman finding love.
Over the next 90 minutes, I'd like to show you that all your problems can be solved by my penis.
Having endured criticism in the past for being overly sensitive, the members of Coldplay are no strangers to jokes like these, and they certainly take them in stride. Number 5. Jimmy Fallon. Having both evolved in the 2000s, Family Guy has had a front row seat to Jimmy Fallon's career, and they love to call out his quirks. Back in 2005, Peter beat Jimmy on the set of Saturday Night Live for laughing and glancing at the camera too much, a criticism that was often directed towards him at the time.
And this is for laughing and looking at the camera during every sketch you've ever been in. Who do you think you are, Carol Burnett?
When Fallon became host of The Tonight Show, the jokes were aimed at his safe and corporate image. After failing to make a viral video, Peter mentions that they should have gotten Fallon to do something lame instead.
Can't believe we couldn't come up with a viral video. We should have just gotten Jimmy Fallon to do any lame thing.
And in HTT Pete, Peter watches The Tonight Show where Jimmy emasculates Al Pacino by making him play a childish game.
Tonight, get ready to lose all respect for Al Pacino when I force him to play a game meant for children!
We don't think they care too much for his hosting duties, or his acting for that matter. Number 4. Jay Leno. Speaking of late-night hosts, Jay Leno doesn't get off easy either. In fact, he arguably gets it worse. For one thing, they make fun of his physical appearance, as fictionalized Leno always appears with a massively exaggerated chin. They also take digs at his high-pitched voice, bizarre laugh, and delivery style in episodes I Dream of Jesus and Screams of Silence, The Story of Brenda Q.
Here's a bunch of words in a row. Because the economy's so bad, they've decided they're going to shut down all the prisons. Yeah, and they're going to send all the inmates to Congress.
Ironically, or perhaps sarcastically, Stewie is portrayed as a fan of Leno's when seen vehemently defending him after Peter makes fun of his terrible sense of humor in The King is Dead.
It is so fashionable to take a shot at Jay Leno. Look, the fact is the man is out there every bloody night with fresh material and is charming.
And don't think that his fashion is off limits either, as season 14's underage Peter takes a swipe at Leno's obsessive love of denim. So be thankful, Jimmy Fallon. It could be a lot worse.
Have you seen some of these laws they've got now about denim? You know, I say, if you don't like it, you may as well Levi's.
Who's voting for these mayors?
Rhode Island's a mess from top to bottom.
Number 3. Alec Baldwin. Much like John Goodman, Alec Baldwin is picked on for his eating habits, which is a little weird considering he's not even that big. The first jab comes in season 4's I Take Thee Quagmire, when Baldwin, in one of the most disturbing cutaways in the show's history, is seen getting milked by his younger, less successful siblings. It's just weird.
There you go. There you go. Eat up, Stephen. You're the weakest.
In Ratings Guy, Peter plays a game called Hungry Hungry Alec Baldwins, where, in place of hippos, several Alecs gleefully devour the colored balls without Peter's involvement.
For God's sakes, I've just been handed the coolest freaking toy on the planet. Well, you know, except for Hungry Hungry Alec Baldwin's. I'm not even touching the lever.
And finally, in the Star Wars-inspired episode It's a Trap, C-3PO Quagmire mistakes Jabba the Hutt for Alec Baldwin. Perhaps Alec's got a bit of an eating problem.
Oh my God! Alec Baldwin?
Oh, shoot up, Peach-o.
Number 2. Ryan Reynolds. Reynolds is one of the most beloved actors of our time, and even Family Guy can't resist falling for his charms. But they do so, of course, in their own way. In the episode Follow the Money, Quagmire's transgendered father, Ida Davis, is shown sarcastically complimenting him.
And as always, I am joined by my trusty psychic, Ryan Reynolds.
I knew you'd say that.
Piano? Comedy? What don't you do?
In Farmer Guy, Peter is portrayed as the owner of a failed video store that only rented copies of Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock's movie The Proposal.
I have a poster from The Proposal you can look at. You'll get most of the story.
Huh, they seem pretty mismatched.
There you go.
Reynolds' major appearance, however, comes in season 10's Stewie Goes for a Drive, when he actually voices a homoerotic version of himself. Throughout the episode, Reynolds spends most of his time implying that he's attracted to Peter. He draws attention to his low-riding pants, tries to get his lower abdomen tickled, and gets way too intimate at dinner. If Ryan is not the best sport, we don't know who is.
Is it me, or did she just make that weird?
A lot of these cases kind of make you glad you aren't a celebrity, don't they? Or conversely, it makes you realize what a good sport some of these celebrities are. Anyway, if you watch the show, number 1 is pretty much a lock. So let's rip on the honorable mentions, and then we'll find out who Family Guy makes fun of the most.
Politics. Well, we're going to come down there and take all your oil, but this is our oil. Yee-haw! Well, here's my missile. Okay, take it. Politics.
Hey guys, I wrote a song.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, good, Ringo. Fantastic.
You know what? I'm going to put it right here. Right on the refrigerator. That way we'll get to see it every day.
Wow, that cameraman has nice, strong arms.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
Hey, what's the cast of 2.5 Men doing here?
Well, you're always saying our show sucks. Let's see yours.
I'm giving this lasagna a massage while preparing to announce I'm joining ISIS. Thank you for your interest.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. James Woods. Unlike Adam West, James Woods actually plays himself, albeit with a few major caveats. James first appeared in Season 4's Peter's Got Woods as an insanely jealous, petty, and neurotic person.
I don't know, Peter. I had this crazy idea that you and I were supposed to have dinner tonight. But I guess you had other plans, huh?
His clash with Peter and Brian was so memorable, it led to him becoming a regular antagonist on the show. He steals Peter's identity, ruins Brian's TV pilot, and even transfuses the life force of a 17-year-old girl so he can return from the dead.
And in accordance with Hollywood law, her life force was infused into me, bringing me back from the dead.
It was all very hilarious, but things seem to have turned sour between Woods and the show's producers over his controversial tweets and his issue with some of their scripts. Ah well, it was fun while it lasted.
I'm a lot of things. A member of Mensa, a huge hit with the ladies, someone who, would have broken out bigger if he weren't so impossible to work with.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.